Bluetooth connect.
Leandre got the juice. Leandre got the juice.
Good morning, everybody. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I hope y'all ready to get into it this morning. Let's go, man, here on the Coach Smook Morning Show. Y'all ready to get into it? I'm ready to get into it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah. Let's go, man. I hope y'all are excited, man. Listen, we are here this morning. What's good, everybody? Hey, real quick, we just got a morning segment that we will be knocking out this morning. I don't know why I sound like I got crazy echo. Let me do one last thing with this. Okay, that sounds way better. There we go. Now we in the game, coach. Now we in the game, coach. What's good, everybody? Good morning to everyone in the chat. 1 second, I'm gonna do one thing. Good morning. There it is. Good morning, everybody. What's up, Mary J? What's up, Zach? I see y'all. My two of my mods checking in this morning. I threw them for a curveball this morning, chat. I did not let them know that I was going live, just like I didn't let TikTok know that I was going to do the morning show on TikTok. Also, we are just running this content up. So this hour-and-a-half segment that we will be doing this morning, we will be diving into a topic surrounding Alabama football, mainly Kalen Deboer. And I don't want anybody to feel like they have anything to prove or anything. You know, I don't want people. But nah, we just gonna have a slight discussion about Coach Kalen Deboer and what's coming as far as his culture. What's the culture like with Kalen Deboer? What do you get as a fan of a Kalen Deboer coach team? Right? We want to get into that conversation. So we're going to dive into that tonight. Today. I'm sorry. Today, I'm still hyped from last night's gaming session. Thank y'all for everybody that came through and supported last night, both on YouTube, TikTok. We appreciate each and every one of you for supporting on each platform. We are live on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and I think them the only three. So them the only three we live on right now. So if you all are live on any one of those platforms, help us out with the algorithm by reacting to the live stream. Not just reacting, but also liking and sharing the stream. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. If you're on Facebook, I think we're live on Facebook. Okay, hit a reaction button on Facebook. YouTube, you already know how to get active over there. Appreciate y'all for being there. It says we have a total of 30 total viewers between all platforms, so thank you all for tuning in. We got 9 on YouTube, we got 11 on Twitter, and then we got some yo, this is crazy, we got some people tapping in on TikTok too. So we got all platforms. I know everybody's spread out, so we're just trying to let you all know we're trying to push to 3K over here on YouTube. If you're watching on TikTok or Twitter or Facebook and you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so. Take a second right now, come over to our YouTube channel at Coach Smook on YouTube. You will see that we're live. You will check in live. I would love for you to tap into the comments. Even if you're catching this post live, tap into the comments, say put me in the game, coach. Let me know where you're watching from. I want to shout you out on the next VOD. We are putting out some VODs next week. Want to give our community members some recognition for all the support that you're bringing. So this morning, I don't want to drag this segment along. This is going to be a semi-detailed segment. I think this is going to create great conversation around all of the things that come with Coach Kalen Deboer. And I want to start this conversation. I'm gonna relax a little bit. I'm gonna sit back, because when I get to leaning forward, that means it's go time. But we're gonna relax a little bit, and don't forget to drop those thumbs ups, them likes as you come in, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. But let's get into this conversation. Coach Kalen Deboer, a very successful coach. His overall winning record coming to Alabama was 104-12. You add 9 wins to that, that's 113. You add 4 losses to that, 113-12. So has yet to reach the 20 loss mark after coaching now 7 years as a college football head coach. We're going to get into a little bit of his history of where he started, where his primary FBS or Power 5 coaching tenure started. Not necessarily at Indiana. We are well versed with what he had at Indiana. He and Kane Womack as coordinators at Indiana during that 2016 season. And let me know if this sounds weird to y'all, man. It sounds weird to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But Kalen Deboer, is that it? Okay, that's what it was. Kalen Deboer, 2015, 2016, Indiana. Same with Kane Womack. Both of those, the offense and the defense were statistically top 10 the first 6 weeks of those seasons. And that year, Indiana actually was 6-1 through the first 7 weeks of the season, or the regular season. So these are 2 coaches. This is a staff that's full of coaches that know how to go and create winning culture. But today we're going to dive into Kalen Deboer, his I guess you could say his resume, what follows him, and then we're also going to talk about some of the things that might be some things we as Bama fans might need to look at, and it might cause a little worry for some of you all, but for me, I think he's already been experiencing on a lower level what college football is transcending to, as far as the way to coach the new age or new era of college football. So we're going to dive into that topic and just get into it, man. So if you're here today and you're active, man, drop in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. Give a thumbs up. Don't forget to give that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen, man. We want to get to 5K likes before the end of this stream, man. We got an hour and a half stream, so we can get to 5K likes. What's up, Hall of Fame? Jason tapping in on YouTube, man. That's my brother, another content creator, cover mostly Oklahoma football, Oklahoma sports. I'm sorry, Oklahoma Sooners. So for all the Oklahoma fans that was in the chat talking crazy when I was on TikTok and YouTube yesterday, this is the guy you go to. You want to go rock with him. Definitely go check him out. Hall of Fame College Football, right there on YouTube, man. Let's get into it, man. So we're on Twitter, we're on TikTok. All right, I see my TikTok chat now. I thought it was going crazy. Hold on. There we go. It's still up. All right, so diving into the conversation. A lot of people look at Alabama and they think, you know, Alabama's done, all that crazy noise. You know what the narrative is. If you're outside of the Alabama fan base, that's your narrative for the most part, right? The ones that don't necessarily watch football, they just they listen to the media, right? The narrative is Alabama's done. Alabama can't win another national championship without Nick Saban. Alabama won't win. Alabama won't be dominant. Alabama won't be able to recruit. And I will say this, in 12 months time, during Kalen Deboer's first 12 months, not the season, but the first 12 months in his tenure at Alabama, I think Kalen Deboer has shot down every he won't be able to narrative that's been thrown in his direction since he's taken the job following up the GOAT. So I look at it. Oh, I got it. I know what it is, chat. I know what it is. Yeah, okay. I know what it is. That's what it was. I don't need that turned up. So I look at it and I say this. I think that Alabama has an opportunity to do something special this year. If you look at Kalen Deboer's history, every stop that he's been at, from offensive coordinator at the FBS level, FCS, FBS level, from offensive coordinator to head coach, he's created winning culture. He's created a winning style of play on field. He's created a high retention of player on roster, right? So that means he's creating a good culture and an environment inside the locker room. I did a study, right? During Kalen Deboer's tenure as a head coach in college football, that's Fresno State, Washington, and now at Alabama. Guess when the first incident, public negatively player-related incident happened with Kalen Deboer? Guess when the very first one happened? I can't find a news article of any player at Fresno State during Kalen Deboer's tenure, at Washington during Kalen Deboer's tenure. I can't find any article where a player made a bad decision and had like a DUI. There are a few disciplinary things where players mispractice and stuff like that. You see that, or players were, contemplating leaving the team. But you're talking about like disciplinary factors where kids feel like they got to go out and be something else or do something outside of be focused on football. Kalen Deboer, one, is a relationship type person. I learned this from one of the players' parents, Noah Carter's mom. Everybody, you all are familiar with it if you've been around for a while. But that was one of the first things she said on Bama Late Night before we jumped over to Bama Football on YouTube. We used to do Bama Late Night, and if you all remember, she highlighted just the fact that Kalen Deboer was such a genuine person when it came to building relationships, and she felt like he had her son's best interest at hand, right? So we look at it, and when you have that type of coach, and then he's able to not just be that type of person himself, but attract the right people around him. He doesn't necessarily need a big gold marquee name or Hollywood flashing name to be on his staff for him to feel validated. He just wants people who are confident in himself and believe in that have the same foundational beliefs as him. And I look at Kane Womack, I look at Nick Sheridan, I look at Jamarcus Shepard, I look at Coach Kapovic, I look at Coach Robertson, I look at Coach G and Coach Roach. Two of your player coaches from the Saban era used to be those coaches that got chewed out for being player coaches. Not necessarily strong hand discipline, but they were kind of the light. They were the moms of the mom and dad situation. They're gonna make sure you good. They're gonna make sure you do what you do and handle your business, but you gonna feel good. You gonna feel like you can come and talk to them, right? So I look at this and I say, Kalen Deboer's culture. Not only we're not talking just about winning on the field, but he has a track record of creating a winning culture inside the locker room. Look at the spring portal period from the University of Alabama. You had 0 scholarship players hit the portal. Good morning, Greg. Good morning, two-time. Good to see you. Roll Tide, mutt. But we look at it, and I say it like this, chat. Shout out to all the TikTok viewers. Make sure y'all continue to tap that screen for your boy, man. Continue to tap that screen. Tap, 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 tap. Y'all got the easy job. Y'all can tap the whole time, man. Y'all got the easy job. So we look at it though. Kalen Deboer not only creates winning culture on the field, but off the field. I started to go and just do some basic research. You know, we got AI, you know, chat GPT and all that stuff. So I just went in and I started doing a little quick research just to kind of brush up on his history as a head coach, dating back to Fresno State, Washington, and now Alabama. And if you look at what happened with these teams, like I said, his first locker room or player incident didn't come about until he got to Alabama. And even in that, man, we're talking about drama created not necessarily incidents or a DUI, anything like that. We're talking about under Kalen Deboer, we have yet to have a speeding ticket on the strip, right? We have yet to have that. All that happened right before Kalen Deboer got there. That was happening during safe. But you have yet to have a DUI. What's up, Glenn? Good to see you. You have yet to have a DUI. No domestic cases. God, thank you. We knocking on wood, right? But there's a sense of this staff knows how to connect with these young men, ages 17 to 24, 25, right? 23, 24 should be 24, 25. That means you got mortgage, you got kids. Some of them do. Q-Rob got a baby girl, changed his life. And Kalen Deboer saw that, and that's what caused Q-Rob to stay. You know, he was going to stay at Alabama regardless, I believe, but I think having that connection with Kalen Deboer, seeing that Kalen Deboer had more of a sense of care for him as an individual and what matters to him outside of football, right? His daughter, put him in the best position to go to the next level, create a future for himself, whether it's for football or with an education degree, going with a corporate job that's going to take care of his family. So I look at this and I say, man, this gentleman right here, he knows how to create winning culture. That's off the field, on the field. Like I said, his first incident wasn't until the issue with Keon Colt and you know, him trying to incident with his daughter, trying to engage with his daughter. You know, and everybody knows the rumors and the stories behind it. I don't care to get into the details, but I think he even handled that on a level, because you have reporters that were literally asking questions about the details to a personal situation. And this is this is Kalen Deboer's first year, his first like interaction with the media. So last year, all those swinging for the fences and miss moments by Alabama media personnel, lying on Ryan Grubb's wife, passing off these narratives, talking about she didn't want to come to Alabama, and then talking about Kalen Deboer, his daughter's situation, and this. Like, y'all wonder why we don't have as much media access. They don't want local media as tight, as close. Very few get in there. The loud ones don't, though. I'm telling you, the loud ones don't. And I mean loud ones, them the ones that's got you paying $7.99, $6.99 for them subscriptions to get in the message boards just to tell y'all some lies. What's up, Johnny boy? Good to see you, man. Good to see everybody tapping in on that YouTube side. Appreciate y'all. We got a total of 57 viewers between our platforms. Continue to hit the like button on YouTube. We have a 25 like goal on YouTube. We also have a subscriber goal that we're trying to reach. We're almost there. I think we're we're actually 16 away. 16 away from 3K. So continue to like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. And then on Twitter, if you're on Twitter, check in. We got giveaway we're doing on my birthday, May 19th. I'm going to be giving away a few things. And I think you all would really appreciate what I'm going to be gifting you on my birthday. So tap in. Smooth. Anyway, like I said, TikTok, continue to tap that screen for you, boy. We appreciate y'all for tapping in. Glenn Russell, Jacob tapping in. Good morning, Jacob. Glad to see you, man. Roll Tide over there on the TikTok side. Glenn, good to see you, family. Y'all continue to tap that screen for you, boy. We appreciate it. Jacob going in it. Are you sending gifts, Jacob? I appreciate you so much. I can't tell if they're gifts or just taps, but appreciate you for interacting with the screen, with the stream, brother. And he said he just subscribed to the YouTube channel. Let me see. Let's go. Let me see, cause I'm watching the live count on this other device. Yes, sir. Yes, he did, and we are down. So we are at 2,984. We are now 16 away. We are now 16 away from 3K. Y'all celebrate in the chat over there on YouTube, man. Y'all celebrate everywhere, man. We appreciate everybody that comes over. Continue to support the content, man. You're over there on TikTok right now. It's great that you're over there, but I promise you, you'll probably enjoy the chat over on YouTube a lot more. And then you can also see your chat on the screen on YouTube. So it's pretty cool. Appreciate you for pulling up, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. So getting back into the conversation, we talked about just the overall, like, both sides. He can create, his record proves he can win on the field. No matter what level he does it at, his record proves he can win on the field. His overall head coach record. And then in the locker room, he's well spoken of, highly spoken of. We talked about that. We highlighted some details, some things that kind of factor in and back those things up, back those thoughts up. Here's another thought. When it comes to his tenure, or here's not necessarily a thought, but let's get into this conversation. And I'm gonna make sure I got this set up correctly, man. I don't want to be out here looking like a, let's see if we got the right screen set up, y'all. Here we go. All right, chat. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I don't know if I'm turning the audio. No, y'all should still have stream mix. Okay, y'all should still have it. Boom. So we are in the Kalen Deboer head coaching tenure, right? And for all my TikTok users, y'all know y'all can't see me. Y'all looking at the screen right now. Coach Kalen Deboer, 2017 to 2018. This is post Indiana OC, right? Took the job at Fresno State. You see what he did at Fresno State. Went 10-2 the first year. No. The first year after Fresno State, he took over. It was COVID year, 2021. Jeff Tedford stepped down. He took over. The year before that, that team went 4-8, I believe. No, they went 3-9. 3-9. I'm looking at it now. They went 3-9 the first year, right? No bowl game, none of that. Fresno State goes 3-9. They come into the next season, COVID year. Their season gets cut short. They're 3-3. 3-3. 3-3 after that season. Some say that season, the 3 losses, I believe, came to Oregon. One came to Oregon. Another one came to somebody else. But his second year, they go 10-2, win a bowl game. They go to the bowl game. They win that. They lose the bowl game. Goes to Washington. Let's look at his record at Washington. This is where he starts to kind of raise some eyebrows amongst the power to be in college football. I look at 2022, right? When he first got to Washington. That Washington team, I believe, only won 2 games the year before. Let me double check something. Let's look at Washington record. Washington Huskies record. Let's look it up, chat. I believe they only won 2 games the previous year before he got there. (2021). Let's look at Washington 2021. 1-2. So they went 4-8. Washington went 4-8. Okay, so it's the Washington year. So do not get it mixed up, Coach Smook. You know, people get they try to beat you up for making mistakes. You know, like you're supposed to be perfect. But let me see. Can y'all see the whole graphic there? All right, boom. And then y'all hear the beat? All right, there we go. That look good, right? Oh my mama. So they went 4-8 that first year. Before he got there, then they turn around and go 11-2 his first season. Everybody remembers his first season. They literally missed the CF college football playoff because they lose the conference championship game. His first year at Washington, right? First year of portal access, goes and gets a few pieces out the portal, develops talent on roster, produces a winning team, right? Develops talent on roster, produces a winning team, turns a losing program to a winning program literally in months' time. You look at the next season, 14-1, playing for a national championship, loses his only game, his only loss in the season is to the eventual national championship team, Michigan. And actually in that game, had opportunities in that game, just outmatched, not enough strength up front, not big enough up front, not enough talent in the secondary that year. You had Jabbar Muhammad was playing strong that year, right? I look at that secondary, man, they were struggling. Washington secondary that year. But offensively, that team was crazy. And as a team, they were able to win games. You saw them win a lot of close games. And a lot of people had a concern about that. So we're going to talk about that later in the conversation too. But now we jump forward to where he is now. We're at Alabama, and he's getting pizzade, right? 8 years. We expect him to be here for at least 6 of those, right? We expect at least 6. I expect 6, right? Goes 9-3 in the regular season. Losses. This little screenshot talks about the wins, right? I want to highlight the losses because the losses is what matter to me, and how you lost. Those games where Kalen Deboer made, where the games were lost. Can we honestly, as a fan base, and hold each other accountable, can we say that majority of those situations that our team was in was due to coaching? Because last I checked, the coach doesn't catch the ball. Bama fan 95, what's good, man? Good to see you, brother. Because last time I checked, the coaches don't catch the ball. The coaches don't tackle. The coaches don't execute the actual play calls, right? They don't throw the ball. So when I look at it and I say, was it coaching? I have to go with more so no. And the players, even now, the players that left, look at a lot of the mistakes and penalties from last year. Elijah Pritchett, early in the season, Jaheim Otis, Kendrick Law, Kobe Prentice, guys not blocking when they get their reps, Caleb Odom. We saw a lot of guys hit the portal that weren't necessarily instrumental pieces, even on the defensive side. There were a lot of interior defensive linemen that just did not hold up well throughout the season. Came out with the hype because they got their respect. And that's one thing I say. We talk about culture, right? Knowing how to win. Kalen Deboer was smart enough to know that he could not go in there at the University of Alabama with that much talent and just take over and say, my way or the highway, and have success or continued success. He didn't take over a losing program. It wasn't hard for him to come in and say, okay, let's find ways that we can mesh up and create more winning culture. Like, how can we continue to grow from where Coach Saban had you all? I'm not going to do it his way, because clearly his way wasn't as good as my way. And I was at Washington. I got to the spot he was trying to get to. No pun intended, no shade, right? But how do we do it? And he trusts, and that's his culture. That's how he's built his culture. It's always been a trust system between coach and player, and administration and coaching staff, right? Administration and player. Everybody in there's a relationship, a trust relationship that he wanted to establish from day one. And it's not hard to do that when you see how passionate a fan base is, or how much passion is surrounding a organization. And people continue to say, well, he won't stay long, this, that, and the third. I think he might, man. Alabama is addicting. The University of Alabama is like the culture in itself, especially when you're winning. Especially when you're winning. It's hard to leave, man. They make you, it's almost like getting in, what's that movie called? Get Out. You know, they get you there and start feeding you all that good stuff. It's like you get hypnotized, man. You can't leave Tuscaloosa once you get there. You know how many times we were told Saban was going to the NFL, Saban was going to Texas, Saban was throughout his tenure? Facts, Smooth. My guy Smooth says all the players that hit the portal are fully bought in. And I want to talk about this. We talk about his tenure now at Alabama. Let's talk about it. I want to get into it. Here we go. Let me see something. Oh, that's why. Because when I click on it to zoom in, it don't have no. So I got to go back to this. So 9-4 this year. First loss came against Vanderbilt, correct? After the Georgia win, we literally shot Kalen Deboer to the top of the mountain after we beat Georgia. We didn't care that they came back, took the lead, and we had to win the last minute. We didn't care. He found a way to win against Georgia. As fans, we were so lit. I have video proof that I was lit during the game. I was so lit I took a nap. I was so comfortable with Kalen Deboer being my head coach now and having Alabama in his hands. I fell asleep during one of the biggest games of the year. And I had some help. I had some there was some other things that factored into it, but I have never fell asleep during the Alabama Georgia game. I have never got bored during the Alabama Georgia game. Even in 08, when the blackout game, when they caught themselves trying to intimidate us. And we went out there and blew them out. Dropped 41 on their head, right? Or was it 38-10? Was that 38? No, that was 41-10. 41-10, I believe that score was. So I look at it, right? And I'm saying to myself, and I'm like, man, he really got it week 4. Then next week against Vanderbilt, right? We go to Vandy. Everybody's overlooking Vandy. I mean, we're talking about, and we're on the show, we're talking about this sneaky team, this sneaky athletic team. You look at the roster, they got all these different guys, but maybe the chemistry just ain't there. We got the talent edge. That's what I was banking on. We got a good coach. You go out there and we missed, what was it, 14 missed tackles in the first quarter, 14 broken tackles, right, in the first quarter. A total of 17 total penalties in that game. And even in that game where the defense struggled, we still created opportunities for the offense. Offense had the worst execution game, I believe, to that point. Because even the Georgia game, we went through a stint. You go through runs in games, but we went through a stint where that Vanderbilt game, just lack of consistency there. And then we started going for the big plays. It became a shootout. I'm actually going to do we're going to do a watch party for the Vandy game. Hey, listen, chat. I'm going to stop the music right here. I want to tell y'all something. As a Bama fan base, we're going to go through some therapy this offseason on the Coach Smook Network. And we're going to take some time and we're going to watch every loss together, the full game. We're going to watch it. And you're going to open your eyes and watch the whole game. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to do a reaction to it live. As a matter of fact, that's going to be the content today. That's gonna be content today. After the live, noon, tap in. We might have to do it on Kick so we don't get copyrighted. But yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm down. We're gonna do it on Kick. Y'all make sure y'all go follow your boy on Kick. Kick.com, Kick. Not the little crazy dating app that had the weird people on it. Don't be on that. I'm not on that. KIK. No, we ain't on that. KICK. It's a green app. Kick.com. You can get the app. You can get on the website, create a free account. Go follow me over there. Don't follow my troll page. It's Coach Smook's Goggles. Don't follow Coach Smook Goggles. All right, that's my troll page. Go follow. Go follow. Go. I didn't create it. Believe me. Somebody was mad at me, and they thought it was gonna be cool. They thought I was gonna get some followers. I actually went and followed it when I found it. And so, but go follow me on Kick.com, and we're gonna do a watch party. We're gonna do some reactions, live reaction to those losses. Bama versus Vandy today. We're gonna relive that. But back to the topic, man. I just had trauma. Had to, had to get it out. But get back to the topic, Smook. We get back to it. We go to Vandy, we lose. Turn back around. You get a dub against, I think that was South Carolina. We followed up after Vandy. Right? Let me pull the schedule up. The season was such a blur. The season was such a blur. We waited all year for college football to come around, for it to go fast. As fast as it did, chat. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, oh boy. Then Vandy happened. Hey, two-time, what happened before Vandy, though? Don't skip over the other part. What happened before? I don't like when Georgia's try to talk trash about Bama losing to Vanderbilt. When literally, do they not remember they lost to Vanderbilt? Does Georgia not remember Nicholls State? Under Kirby Smart. Georgia fans, why? Why do y'all do that? Why do y'all have such selective memory? Hold on, y'all. Check this message. Hold on, chat. That was an important message. I had to reply to that one. I'm sorry. I'm back though. So we get back into the conversation. Kalen, Deboer, Alabama. They go 9-3. We talking about Vandy. Then after Vandy, what was it? Was it Let me go. I want to look at stats too, because this is gonna play into my point. It's gonna play into my point. Because it was rough after that Georgia game. So you got Vandy, you got South Carolina. We go win a close one against a stout South Carolina defense. That South Carolina defense, I didn't even pay attention to South Carolina defense until like week 8 of last year. That defense was like leading the SEC in a lot of like turnovers committed, yards, tackles for loss, total tackle for loss. I think South Carolina was like number 6 in the nation, number 5 in the nation, total tackle for loss. And South Carolina Shane Beamer got a defense going. If they can continue to develop guys and keep recruiting, they're going to continue to have they're going to be like the new Kentucky for this era of the SEC. The new Kentucky. Y'all know Kentucky always competitive in year in and year out for the past 8 years. Give them their respect. Then we go to then we look at we went to Tennessee, lost to Tennessee. Tough close game at Tennessee. A lot of opportunities to win that game also. And I think that was the first game where we saw the defense actually struggle. We saw the defense actually struggle the whole game. Like we couldn't get a bead. It was a close game, plays back and forth, where they just couldn't get a bead on what Heupel was doing. And that's when everybody started questioning Kane Womack. Come back against Missouri, a shutout. A week later, a shutout against Missouri. Beat up Missouri, but they were still scoring against teams the week before. So if he's such a bad coordinator, it would have showed up against that Missouri team. You come again, you hold LSU under their season average. Again, defensively, offensively, Jalen Monroe in the run game, very effective, right? Then you have a pick-me-up game against Mercer. You felt like the team was turning over a new leaf 3 games after Tennessee. And then you go to Oklahoma. First year in the SEC, you go to Oklahoma, a very hostile environment, a very good defense in Oklahoma. Offense, not so much. You're banking on your offense being able to get going early. You're banking on your defense creating 1 or 2 extra opportunities in the first half. You don't see it happen. What's up, Joe Rab? Good morning, Ballot Sports Media. What's up, everybody? We got 77 total in the chat between our platforms. I appreciate y'all for tapping in today, man. TikTok, I see y'all tapping in. Continue to like that screen, man. My guy Jacob just followed me on Kick. Hey, everybody on TikTok, appreciate y'all. We at 1.6K likes on TikTok, man. Continue to tap that screen. Cameron, Dana, MO5, appreciate y'all for pulling up. Gutter, I see y'all. Suge Light, what's good? Too much. What's good, everybody on TikTok? I see y'all. Drop a comment. Let me know where you watching from. Let me know who your team is if you're not a Bama fan. Y'all see my Bama gear in the back. My Bama paraphernalia. Is that how you say that word? Am I saying that? Or is it? It's not paraphernalia. I'm saying the wrong word. Paraphernalia is a drug, right? It's memorabilia. Why would I say paraphernalia? Is it paraphernalia? Is that two things? Is that 2 things in one? Am I using that word correctly, chat? And if you laugh at me, I'm gonna laugh. Do not. Y'all laughing at me? Did I say the word right? First of all, why y'all over there laughing? Don't be laughing too hard. It ain't that funny. Like, for real. No, did I say the word right? Did I use the word right? I turned the music down. I really want to know. Did I use? Did I? Or did I not? We'll figure it out. Anyways, so Roll Tide, Indiana. My guy Suge Light checking in from Indiana. Appreciate you for checking in from Indiana. Yes, sir. TikTok checking in, man. I like that, man. We streaming on multiple platforms. I love it, y'all. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Appreciate y'all for supporting. Listen, if you're on TikTok and you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, you're missing out. You're cheating yourself. You're cheating yourself, man. Make sure you go check in on my YouTube channel at Coach Smook. That's where the real chat is. That's where all the full bells and whistle of the stream is. Let me get back to this other screen for them because they can't see me. They talking to the doggone Hey, my guy sent me a galaxy. Yo, appreciate my guy Jacob coming over there dropping galaxies on TikTok, man. I did not even see that, so I gotta figure out how to get that on the screen. Jacob, that's 100, bro. I really appreciate you, my guy. Y'all give it up for Jacob, man. Pulling out the galaxies, the big guns, baby. The big guns, baby. My guy. Appreciate you, Jason. Big homie checking in on that TikTok side, too. I see y'all tapping in, man. Continue to tap that screen for you, boy. Listen, I'm sorry, TikTok. I can't see what type of gifts y'all are sending. I got to figure out what the, which dashboard I can tap into so I can see that. But if you're sending gifts, put it in the chat, and I'll make sure I acknowledge it, man. I acknowledge it. And if you want to donate, we have donation opportunities right here on YouTube. If you're looking on YouTube, it's right here. You can't scan one of them QR codes if you can catch it. I don't know why I made it moving, y'all. Don't it look pretty cool though? Mary J say it's a bit much. I'm a bit much, ain't that right, Mary J? I'm a bit much. But you can donate, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, scan one of those QR codes, or just click the link in the chat. Support a creator, man. We're trying to grow. We're continuing to grow. We have some partnerships that we're making right now. Shout out to Ghost Energy Drink. Shout out to Yon Urban Clothing Apparel, right? Urban Streetwear. Shout out to Kingdom. Dang, I thought I was gonna wear the Kingdom shirt. Kingdom Apparel. Shout out to my family, man. I forget the name of my people's stuff. I'm in trouble. They got so many, you know. And to every college program, college university, every organization that supports and allows us to cover them when it comes to their athletics, their players, their staff, we appreciate you supporting the Coach Smook Network. And also another way to support is to become a member of the AAA family on our YouTube channel. You can subscribe for free, but to join and become a member, you can get in though for $2.99 with a regular AAA membership, or we got VIP memberships. VIP, I have my postage things being sent. So when we get your first VIP gift, they're going to be mailed out to you. I need to get my email sent out. Mary J, please help your little brother remember. And anybody wanting to become a part of the team, man, and want to help the operations behind the scene when it comes to community operations, definitely reach out, join the Discord, reach out to Mary J. We have our own evaluation process. We've done this before in the past. It got kind of messy with some fake people, but we have restructured it. So now we're in a good spot to where our organization, our brand is growing. Shout out to my brother, Killer Kai, man. Keep doing your thing, bro. I got to watch your stream some yesterday. This young man was with me when I was doing gaming streaming, y'all, on Facebook Gaming. And I think he's proud of me, just like I'm proud of him. He said it in his own stream the other day, just talking about I've kind of evolved to this side of content. And I never knew I was going to do this. He'll tell you I had no plans when I started gaming streaming. I never had a plan to do this. I never talked about doing this. So I'm grateful to God for the opportunity and for everyone's support. So all of the donation and giftings and all that stuff, those opportunities to support, the most important is showing up, liking, and sharing the content. That's the biggest way you can support and help your brother out. So you want to help Coach Smook? Like and share, donate, continue to pray for me. I appreciate y'all. Now let's close out this conversation about Kalen Deboer and his winning culture. What does it look like in the future for us as Bama fans, right? What does it look like? I think we got to look at how last season went, right? And we got to take some accountability. And as fans, we have to say, look at the schedule we had last year. That wasn't an easy schedule. I will go and bet just about any amount of money, right, that I don't have, right, that you give Georgia our schedule, they're looking like a similar team, right? This is a team that played for the SEC championship. You give them our schedule, they look like they probably have a worse fare. They fare worse than us. Georgia's schedule wasn't as strong as ours. Florida, you give them our schedule, they probably look good. They probably look better than what they had last year. 7-5. They had the gauntlet schedule. I just look at how it played out for Kalen Deboer in his first year. I think this was a fitting schedule. I mean, you had Georgia on there. You got the win. You win out conference. You have a winning conference record. 4-3 in the conference. 5-3 in the conference. I'm sorry. You look at everything and how it shaped out. You end on a sour note, losing to Michigan in that monsoon.